Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Watch Your Opera House in Watch Your, Iowa is having an Opera House Christmas on Saturday, December 7th at 7 p.m. with Peggy Wardenberg of Williamsburg and Marina Springer of Oskaloosa. Peggy will be singing some golden oldies along with a mix of Christmas songs, and Marina will be singing some favorite Christmas classics along with some original holiday songs. It's all for a free will donation. Get more info at watchyyouroperahouse.org or on the Watch Your Opera House Facebook page. It's an Opera House Christmas this Saturday at 7 p.m. Friends of the Sigourney Library Tour of Homes is this Sunday, December 8th from 1 to 5 p.m. Tour festively decorated homes decked out for the holidays. Stop by the Sigourney Public Library from noon to 4 p.m. for a hot drink and a sweet treat, included with ticket purchase. Let's eat, drink, and be merry. Tickets are $15 each, or 2 for $25, and may be pre-purchased at the Sigourney Library or on the day of the event. It's the Friends of the Sigourney Library Tour of Homes this Sunday from 1 to 5. Shop Jen Miracle, located at 119 South Market on the Square in Oskaloosa. Open Monday through Saturday. Shop Jen Miracle is a women's clothing boutique where you're welcomed with a smile while you shop for clothing, accessories, home items, and lots of stocking stuffers for this holiday season. Shop Jen Miracle strives to have the best prices. Everything is under $50. Find Shop Jen Miracle on Facebook for more information. Shop Jen Miracle in Oskaloosa, attainable style under $50. Aesthetics by Lily is located in Stella's Salon and Boutique in Oskaloosa. Lily offers facials, dermaplaning, lash services, brow services, and facial waxing. She's also a certified acne specialist. Aesthetics by Lily is located inside Stella's Salon at 1211 A Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Schedule an appointment by calling 641-790-0357. You can also find Aesthetics by Lily on Facebook. For beauty, cosmetic, and personal care, see Aesthetics by Lily in Oskaloosa. Shop Sigourney TV and Appliance at 103 East Marion on the south side of the square in Sigourney for brands like Whirlpool, Speed Queen, Samsung, and Dish. Sigourney TV and Appliance offers sales and service on appliances and TVs. They invite you to shop and compare. Stop in on the south side of the square in Sigourney and visit with the owner, Gary Cruz, or call 641-622-2511. That's Sigourney TV and Appliance. Mahaska Chamber and Development Group and Oskaloosa Main Street invite you to come to Oskaloosa this week. The Young Ambassador Contest is December 2nd with the ceremony at 6 p.m. at Penn Central Mall. And the main event is Twinkling Christmas, the Lighted Christmas Parade, this Saturday at 7 p.m. Come enjoy the one-of-a-kind Lighted Christmas Parade in downtown Oskaloosa, where floats are lit with over 1 million lights. Get in the spirit of Christmas. With the theme Twinkling Christmas, events are happening in Oskaloosa all week long.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
And welcome into the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media on a Friday. Thank you. 16 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa to kick off this Friday. Going to be warming up, thankfully, a little bit over the next a couple of days. We'll take a look at our forecast here momentarily. First, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Rick and the crew at Brothers Market. They make savings made simple. You can go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and a whole lot more. You can get the app with the Brothers Market and find it to be a smart way to shop. Save some money. Do it. Shop local. Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headline sponsor for the morning wake up. We're broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. And you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster. Just saw Dr. Dan last night. You can give him a call at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. They're going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Oski Dental, Brothers Market, big parts of our morning wake up here on Steve Shuttler Media, our forecast. Let's take a look at our weekend weather, sponsored by the Garden Gate, located at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 years. Nice and sunny today. We should get up to a high around 36 degrees. Southwest winds gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, a low of 23. Those winds will diminish. Sunshine for your Saturday, a high around 49. And then Saturday night, clear, a low of 34 if you're heading out to the lighted Christmas parade in Oskaloosa. So not bad temps. Now, we will have winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour, so that's going to keep things cool. But, for this time of the year, for a December Saturday night, we'll take 34 degrees and be happy with it for the lighted Christmas parade. Sunday will be sunny and 54. Now, right now, current conditions here in southeast Iowa, let me hit refresh. Humidity at 68%. Winds are south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Barometer at 30.35. Dew point at 9. Right now, according to the National Weather Service equipment here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have 16 degrees here in Sigourney, Iowa. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Let's take a peek at this or that. It went up at 6 a.m. as it does every weekday morning. And it's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney, Iowa. This or that, chai tea, is that how you say that? Chai tea? Or mulled cider? Can't say that either of these are my cup of tea. Chai tea? Or, by the way, if you hear noises in the background, my cat Poopy, who hangs out in the studio with me, has discovered a pop can, it looks like, and I can't get it from him. So pop can noises in the background with the cat. Chai tea or mulled cider? Cider, I guess, in this one? I don't know. I'm not going to really choose either one of these. I'll just go without a drink if these are the options. Tea or cider? Yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look at our question. Our question of the day brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main in Sigourney. Where's the best place to spend Christmas? For me, obviously it's right here in good old Sigourney, Iowa, and Hayesville, Iowa. That's where we spend a lot of our Christmas time. All of our family is right around this area, so we really don't have to travel for holidays, which is great. So, we're hanging out here in Sigourney. We always have, probably always will. So, Sigourney, Iowa, at home is my place, best place to spend Christmas. I've never spent Christmas anywhere else in my 52 years of life. So there you go. That's my answer. You can answer this at noon today when it goes up on Facebook. What else? Oh, coming up today. Going to be hanging out at Barnwired in Sigourney. I know we're going to have a good crowd today. Got a bunch of people coming to see Jesse from Jesse and the Medicine Men. That is the name of the group. We're going to have Jesse, the lead singer, the leader of the band. Jesse, he'll be wearing a cowboy hat, I guarantee it. and he'll be playing us both kinds of music, country and Western. Jesse from Jesse and the Medicine Men. He's old school, and he's going to be fun. He'll be a good interview today. Get some good live music out of him from 11:30 to noon at Barnwired. Stop in, eat some lunch, hang out, have a good time. Or if you can't make it in, just watch it here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Then coming up tomorrow morning, we'll be up bright and early for the sports section, live right back at Barnwired. They are our host for both the Iowa Music Showcase and for the sports section. We're talking sports tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Andy McGuire back as our host. We'll have Sigourney boys basketball coach Mitch Eslick in. Thinking Mitch might bring a boy or two with him from the boys team. So Mitch will kick things off. We're also going to have Sigourney Keota bowlers and some Pekin boys basketball. I think coach and some players. So tune in. We'll have a full show tomorrow morning starting at 8 a.m. Again, something you can either watch live here on Facebook and YouTube, or you can be there in person. Eat some breakfast, drink some coffee at Barnwired in Sigourney for the sports section. I do want to tell you, speaking of sports, coming up next week, let me bring up our basketball schedule. Next week is going to be busy for high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. We'll have Sigourney at Moravia on Monday, North Mahaska versus HLV on Tuesday, and then Sigourney at English Valleys on Friday. So you're going to get your fill of area basketball next week on Steve Shetler Media. Following week, too, we'll have a Monday, Tuesday, Friday schedule. So, yeah, we're busy. 6 games in the next 2 weeks. So be prepared. Lots of basketball coming your way. We're focusing with games on Sigourney, North Mahaska, and Pekin this year. We haven't done any Pekin yet. Pekin we'll do on December 17th, as you can see there. So we'll get to Pekin here eventually. But, yeah, lots of basketball coming your way. Let's take a look at our community calendar up next. It is sponsored, as always, by Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, where you can book your next event, whether that be a Christmas get-together, maybe a graduation in the spring, maybe a wedding, maybe a reunion, whatever you got. They can host and be the venue for you. Check it out, enchantedeventsvenue.com, and get your contact information there. Well, it's going to be a busy weekend here in Southeast Iowa. Let me bring up some of the stuff that's going on. Of course, you've been seeing some of it advertised here on Steve Shetler Media. Tomorrow night, the 37th annual Lighted Christmas Parade, Twinkling Christmas, is the theme. That is tomorrow night, 7 p.m., downtown Oskaloosa, one of the big things that happens during the Christmas season here in Southeast Iowa, and all of Iowa. I believe this is the biggest Christmas parade, lighted Christmas parade in the state of Iowa, so you don't want to miss this. If you can't make it there in person, we will be having a video of this here on Steve Shetler Media. Now, I can't guarantee that we're going to go live. We'll test it out. We'll see what happens. No guarantees, though. At the very least, we're going to record it and play it back later. So if you missed the Lighted Christmas Parade, you will be able to watch it here on Steve Shetler Media. Maybe live, maybe later. So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, we'll have that for you on Steve Shetler Media. Do want to tell you also, coming up this weekend, the Keswick American Legion Soup Supper is coming up on Saturday. That's from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for a free will offering. Watch Your Iowa, the Watch Your Opera House, having their Opera House Christmas this Saturday evening at 7 p.m. As you've been seeing the commercial for here on Steve Shetler Media. Peggy Wardenberg and Marina Springer will be entertaining, singing some tunes. So check that out if you want to get in the Christmas spirit. What else do we have going on? We've got the Tour of Homes coming up on Sunday in Sigourney from 1 to 5 p.m. Get your tickets in advance at the Sigourney Library and have a good time. Tour some homes, get in the holiday spirit with the Tour of Homes with the Friends of the Sigourney Public Library. That Tour of Homes coming up on Sunday. And then a bunch of stuff coming up in Keota this weekend. One of those being The Holiday Market Vendor and Craft Show, Saturday from 9 to 2 at the Holy Trinity Parish Hall in Keota. So be advised of that. Now, there's just a bunch of stuff going on in Keota Christmas-wise this Saturday. It might be a little bit hard to read on your screen, but they've got a craft and vendor fair. They've got Mrs. Claus hanging out. We've got a house decorating contest, bingo, soup supper, Christmas celebration at the library in Keota, carriage rides. So pies with elves, I think is what that says. I've always wanted to have a pie with an elf. So that, and then they'll have the Keota Christmas light contest is going on this weekend. So, I mean, there's Christmas stuff everywhere. We have given you so many options to get into the Christmas spirit this weekend that enough options. Well, you shake a stick, shake a stick. You can shake a stick at it, and you will find some Christmas options somewhere, some way in our area. Let's jump into our birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers bringing us our celebrity and hometown birthdays. And you can find more info on Hometown Real Estate at hometown-re.com. See what Nikki Leathers has cooking as far as houses for sale. Check that out. All right, we'll start with hometown birthdays for the weekend. We've got Bruce Haunt. Bruce, when I kicked Steve Shetler Media off, Bruce was, and especially doing the weekly top 20, Bruce had a streak of being the top guy on the weekly top 20. Bruce has disappeared. Bruce, where'd you go, Bruce? Bruce Hahn has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Bruce. Come back, Bruce. We miss you. Justin McComb has a birthday tomorrow. Now, Justin is part of an Iowa country music group called Rural Route, which we had on our Iowa Music Showcase a few months ago. So, Justin, happy birthday to you. Looky there. Sherry Westendorf has a birthday tomorrow. Rumors have it. I know Sherry's always in the comments. Sherry is always hanging around on Steve Shetler Media. Rumor has it. Sherry, correct me if I'm wrong. The big 5-0 for Sherry. I think Sherry. So I want to make sure I'm right on that, Sherry. So call me out. Call me out if I'm right. Maybe you didn't want that known. I don't know. But Sherry's having a birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to you, Sherry. Mark Landon has a birthday tomorrow. Jason Lucas does too, as does J.C. Dumont. And then on Sunday, Tim Overland, Melissa Bird from Miscellaneous on Main, and Chris Carter has a birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday to all of you hometown birthday folks. Lots of birthdays this weekend. Celebrity birthdays. Sherry says it's okay. It's okay to celebrate the big 5-0 for Sherry. So happy birthday to you, Sherry. Big supporter. Celebrity birthdays for today. We've got Larry Boa from the world of Major League Baseball turning 79 years old. We've got Peter Buck. He plays guitar for the band REM, turning 68 years old. Baseball's Steve Bedrosian. The only reason I know how to say Bedrosian is because I really watched the Atlanta Braves when I was younger. And Steve Bedrosian played on some really horrible Braves teams back in the day. But I watched him. I was faithful to the Braves. Steve Bedrosian, 67 years old. Football's Johnny Manziel, 32. You know he's making the little money sign with his fingers right now. And then from basketball, if anybody wants to take an attempt at saying the last name on the celebrity side, Giannis Antetokounmpo is how you say that, or something close to that. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 30 years old. What a fun name. Very intimidating name to look at, but a fun name nonetheless. He's 30, plays basketball, makes a lot of money doing it. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays. brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Hey, before you look at me, do want to tell you, put a picture up from yesterday. As you know, I was hanging out at Shetler Insurance Services in downtown Sigourney with the open house and official ribbon cutting yesterday. So there you see Stacy with the big pair of scissors. Stacy did some hedge trimming afterwards with those scissors. She was giving free haircuts for a while. Just kidding. She cut the ribbon. We were celebrating, had a nice open house, had a great turnout, lots of support from the community, from family and friends. So thanks to KCED for being there for the ribbon cutting and for taking the pictures. So yeah, congratulations to my wife, Stacy Shetler, opening up Shetler Insurance Services on the square in Sigourney. And then also, I do want to tell you about this. Have you heard about the Golden Goose Club in Oskaloosa? The Golden Goose Club. Yes, that was my goose noise. So the Golden Goose, easy for me to say, Golden Goose Club. Let me bring, hi, it's me on this Friday morning. The Golden Goose Club does a bunch of great things around the Oskaloosa area. And one thing that they're doing is you can write a letter to Santa. So I'm going to read you a quick little thing here from the Golden Goose Club. And it goes like this. And you have to do a goose call. Have you written your letter to Santa? It might be December in Iowa, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are predicted to have some nice warm temperatures. That's great weather to get out and mail your letter. Put your letter in the box in front of Brushed by Jude at 116 High Avenue East in Oskaloosa. Don't put it off too long. Time flies. I will need to have your letter and plenty of time to pack and head to the North Pole. Now, I should say this letter that I'm reading is written by Goldie the Goose. So just to put that into perspective. The Golden Goose Club and I, Goldie the Goose, also want to remind you that Saturday evening is the Christmas parade and should be a beautiful evening to see all the lights downtown. I will be riding on the Golden Goose Club float in the parade. Hope to see you there. Don't miss the Twinkling Christmas in Oskaloosa. And this letter is signed Goldie the Goose. And then Goldie the Goose invites you to follow Goldie the Goose on Facebook. Now, I shared a thing on my Facebook page last night, a little bit later, probably about 10 o'clock. But if you want more information, follow Goldie the Goose. That's Goldie, Goldie the Goose. And check out all the fun. Write your letter to Santa. Drop it off at Brushed by Jude on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa and be part of the fun. So Goldie the Goose, the Golden Goose Club in Oskaloosa. Like I said, there are a bunch of ladies that do a bunch of great things in Oskaloosa. And writing a letter to Santa is one of those things that you can do to have some fun to get into the Christmas spirit. So check that out. I'm teaming up with them to help them promote that and the other stuff that they do in Oskaloosa. All right, so we did that. The Golden Goose Club. I like making goose noises. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I just burst out in a goose noise every once in a while. 16 degrees here in Sigourney, and it is Friday, December 6th. On this date in history, let's see here. What's happened? 1877, Thomas Edison made the very first sound recording. The very first sound recording. Not sure what the sound was, but he did record it on this date back in 1877. It was on this date in 1884, construction was completed on the Washington Monument. 1884. It was on this date in 1923, Calvin Coolidge became the first U.S. president to address Congress while being broadcast on the radio. Interesting. And then on this date in 1973, House Minority Leader Gerald R. Ford became the first unelected vice president. And then, of course, due to things with Richard Nixon, he eventually became the first unelected president of the United States. So, I mean, Gerald Ford worked it back in the day, all the way to the presidency, without being elected. People kept just falling out of the way, and he just kept on moving up the ladder. So, Gerald Ford. Today is a National Bartender Day on this Friday, so make sure you treat your bartenders nicely and give them some good tips today. It's Mitten Tree Day. It's National Microwave Oven Day. It's St. Nicholas Day. It's National Miners Day. It's National Pawnbrokers Day. And a fake fur. If you like fake fur, today is your day as well. So, a bunch of days that you can celebrate. All right, let's take a break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, including our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Wines from Tassel Ridge Winery can make a nice contribution to your Thanksgiving dinner. Cranberry wine is sweet with a long and smooth finish, and the 2024 Iowa Nouveau is a very fresh wine with slight sweetness that will enhance all of the dishes that are typically present in a Thanksgiving dinner. Both of these wines are made at Tassel Ridge Winery in Lighton between Pella and Oskaloosa. Tassel Ridge wines are sold in about 350 retailers located all over Iowa. Click here for the name of a retailer near you. Cranberry wine is available now, and the 2024 Iowa Nouveau will be released on November 21st.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. It's Christmas time at Mahaska Drug at 205 Northeast Street in Oskaloosa. They have everything Christmas that you could possibly need in the store. You've got to stop in and check it out. Plus, come see Santa at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa every Saturday through Christmas, plus on Christmas Eve from 11 to 1. Mahaska Drug also has a wreath decorating contest going on. The annual Christmas Giving Tree is in store, and so much more. There's always something happening at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. They're open 7 days a week. Stop by for whatever your Christmas needs are.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea, or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com, or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782.
Thank you for calling the City Cinema Mega Multiplex 2 Quad Tri-Omni Theaters, where 9 out of 10 customers who come here have their satisfaction surveys thrown out. Now playing, a green witch becomes really good at croquet in Wicket. A guy who owns an F-150 truck wakes up, and somehow his truck is completely clean in Miracle on Dirty Ford Street. And it's the holiday film Marvel fans have been waiting for, Venom, The Last Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Oh, and this score just in, Moana 2, Gladiator 2. So if entertainment calls, here's hoping you get a busy signal, or you could end up being here at your nearest City Cinema Mega Multiplex 2 Quad Tri-Omni Theaters. Thank you for calling.
Ah, the old City Cinema Theater sounds like quite the place to go see a movie. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors. Currently 16 degrees here in Sigourney. Brothers Market, our headliner, and Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. Let's jump into some things you need to know. Whoa. Things you need to know. Pete Davidson revealing that his paycheck for appearing on Saturday Night Live, he only receives about $3,000 an episode, which, that's, for somebody in Hollywood, seems fairly cheap. So Pete Davidson makes $3,000 an episode. How about? Do you look at the stars and at the moon at night? Well, the Christmas star that you've been seeing up by the moon here recently, that's been the planet Venus, in case you wonder, according to what they're saying here. How about this? The show The Talk on CBS. I don't think I've ever seen the show The Talk. Is that like kind of a cheap version of The View? I mean, The View's a horrible show. I don't know why you would ever watch The View. But nobody evidently watches The Talk on CBS. It's ending with its live finale coming up on December 20th. The network will be replacing that program with a new daytime soap opera called Beyond the Gates. That will debut on, it's the first new daytime soap opera to debut on CBS in 25 years. So a new soap opera coming to CBS, taking over the time slot of The Talk. How about this? Have you wondered what kind of health issues that Jamie Foxx was dealing with and why he never talked about it? He was having evidently some pretty serious issues, but now he's going to talk about it in a Netflix special. Of course, it has to be a Netflix special that arrives on December 10th. I mean, this better be pretty darn interesting if they're making a Netflix special about why you were sick. I mean, couldn't you just say, have like a press conference and just say why you were sick? I guess you need a Netflix special to do that. So December 10th for the Jamie Foxx health issue Netflix special. Hopefully it goes better than the Mike Tyson fight. I doubt if they're going to have the streaming issues. My cat Poopy is going bonkers in the background. 40-year-old Lindsey Vonn making her return to downhill skiing competitions this weekend. That'll be out in Colorado. 40 years old, returning to competitive skiing. How about the book Taylor Swift for the Eras book? That has sold about 800,000 copies in its first 2 days. Taylor Swift fans are crazy, buying up an Eras book from Taylor. Other stuff you need to know, there is talk that Social Security might bump up the full retirement age to something like 68 years old. So if that's the case, you've got 16 more years of me. We'll see if Steve Shetler Media can last that long. 68 years old for full retirement age is the rumor. How about Flavor Flav? Flav claiming his Christmas spirit was destroyed. Oh, poor Flav. When NBC officials allegedly kicked him out of the Backstreet Boys dressing room at the Rockefeller Christmas tree lighting in New York on Wednesday night. So, he'll be okay, Flav. Flav. Somebody get Flavor Flav a new clock to hang around his neck. I'm sure his Christmas spirit would be back. Prince Harry, from the royal family, Prince Harry has addressed divorce rumors about him and Meghan Markle. Simply put, he says, quote, not true. So Prince Harry says they are fine. Let's see here. Now, she didn't get to keep it, but Drew Barrymore surprised Ariana Grande with Glinda's original wand from the iconic 1939 film Wizard of Oz. So that... what she gave it to her, but then had to take it back. So she was like, here, give it back. The original wand. And then finally, in things you need to know, the U.S. Justice Department is aiming to force Google to sell Chrome, which they could sell for as much as $20 billion. $20 billion for, I don't know, they probably think it's a monopoly. They're monopolizing things, so we'll see if that happens. So there you go. Things you need to know. Let's do the impossible. Today's impossible question. Some things, not things you need to know. My brain is rewiring right here live. It's the impossible question. 18% of women have bought this for a man when they were at a loss as to what to purchase. I don't know if this is for Christmas or birthdays or just in general. 18% of women have bought this for a man when they are at a loss as to what to purchase. What are we talking about? What is the gift that women buy? 20% of women buy. Let's go to the comments. Patrick coming in at number 1 on the Good Mornings. Bubby at number 2. Sandy. We got Dixie. We got, back-to-back Sherrys. It's funny how that works out. Sherry. Maybe you're the same Sherry, and you have different accounts. I don't know. Sherry, Nancy, Tamara, good seeing you last night at the open house. Thank you to Dan, you and Dan for coming. We got Anthony. All right, I'm losing faith in my birthdays, my birthday list. If they missed Larry Bird's birthday, basketball legend Larry Bird, why would they have not included Larry Bird anyway? Larry Legend. Let's see here. Cindy. Sherry. Oh, they got the address wrong on Brushed by Jude. Regardless, if you're looking for Brushed by Jude, it's on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa. Pat and Cindy. Good morning to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. 18% of women have bought this for a man when they are at a loss as to what to purchase. What is it? It is pajamas. If you're a lady and you're watching this morning, have you bought your man pajamas when you were at a loss as to what to buy? I wouldn't want pajamas. Stacy, if you're watching or listening, don't buy me pajamas. I don't want pajamas. Shall we get weird? Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In the weird. A man walked into a bar and fought a polar bear. I mean, kind of. A man leapt onto a polar bear to protect his wife, who had just bought him pajamas. No. A man who leapt onto a polar bear to protect his wife will survive his heroic move. CBS News reporting the incident occurred early Tuesday in Canada, The police service wrote on Facebook that the couple had left their home around 5 a.m. to find their dogs. While in the driveway, quote, a polar bear lunged at the woman. The woman slipped to the ground as her husband leapt onto the back of the animal to prevent its attack. The bear then attacked the male, causing serious but non-life-threatening injuries to his arms and legs. So, wow, that guy is a hero, saving his wife from a polar bear attack. How about that? Let's go to this. Now, this might be something if you've run out of ideas onto what to buy your husband, here you go. You can buy Miller High Life Dive Bar Cologne. This is a real thing. Miller High Life rolling out a cologne that will let you proudly smell like a dive bar. It's called Dive Bar Perfume or Bar Fume. Miller High Life Dive Bar Fume will go on sale this weekend. It's going to cost you about $40. So what does it smell like? Miller High Life says it, quote, captures every familiar dive bar scent, from the satisfying crack of a freshly opened beer to the comforting, savory taste of classic bar snacks. I don't know if it's going to smell like cigarettes or not. But Miller High Life with a dive bar cologne. Okay. No, I don't want that either, Stacy, in case you're watching. How about this? A Chinese man spent 3 days trapped in a 12-meter deep abandoned well in a remote forest in Thailand. And evidently, he was yelling for help from the bottom of this well, which Lassie evidently did not come to the rescue. This guy was yelling for help from the bottom of the well, and other people thought it was ghosts yelling from the bottom of the well, so they didn't help him. He was down there for 3 days. He did finally get out. But yeah, you think somebody would have known that it was him and not ghosts. There's gold and them there hills. A deposit of gold, a gold ore just discovered in China isn't just giant. It is a super giant ore of gold. So much so that they say that the entirety, they're expecting it to be right around 1,100 tons of gold. That's a lot of gold. And they're expecting it to be around worth around $83 billion. $83 billion worth of gold discovered in China. That, my friends, is crazy. And then I think we have one more weird news story. Let me sift through my papers here to get to the next one. Nope, that's it. That was our weird news. Let's go to the files of Law and Disorder. In the disorder, man, have you seen the footage of the guy shooting the healthcare CEO? That was cold-blooded. Jeez. Manhunt continuing for the gunman who killed a health insurance exec in New York City. Multiple reports say the investigation has a chilling new angle. They say the gunman appears to have engraved words on the bullets in a possible message. Law enforcement sources say the words deny, depose, and defend have so far been found on shell casings of the bullets. That's according to folks like the New York Post, ABC News, NBC News. Investigators looking into whether the words might shed light on the motive in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. But man, I tell you what, they put out the video. That guy steps into view and pow. Crazy. Let's do something a little bit lighter, shall we? Let's go to something that might possibly make you smile. It's brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions.
Something that makes you smile.
Lifetime Dental Solutions bringing us something to make you smile. They can help you with stuff like orthodontics, pediatrics, and dentures. All that fun dental stuff. Lifetime Dental Solutions, Dr. Stacy Freeze, east side of the square in Sigourney. Something to make you smile. Let's see here. Wisconsin Sheriff's Office fielded an unexpected call recently from a 10-year-old who called in looking for help for his math homework. Man, I should have done this when I was a kid. Math sucked. Math still sucks. Math. That's what a calculator's for. The child reached a longtime dispatcher, Kim Kraus, when the 10-year-old dialed 911. And after informing the child the emergency line isn't for homework help, Kraus offered to assist the 10-year-old anyway. When she realized that she couldn't help, she found a deputy who was good at math. And the deputy, Chase Mason, happened to be available and at the right place at the right time. They ended up, long story short, they ended up helping the 10-year-old when the deputy went to the house and sat down and helped the 10-year-old with math. So it's a feel-good story. Obviously, you don't want your kids calling 911 looking for math help, but in this case, it worked out. That story will go up in mere seconds at 7:45 on Steve Shuttler Media Facebook. Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's go to the duh. Now, this is, I don't know why this is a moment of duh. This is actually a good thing. Everybody should do this. Being able to identify hoaxes, avoid scams, and debunk propaganda is a civic skill required in today's information society. And that's why the curriculum of students in Finland includes media literacy lessons aimed at safeguarding the truth. This educational journey begins when young children first enter school. So I have no idea why they list that as a moment of duh, because it's actually a good thing. I mean, yeah, you need to be able to figure out when things are scams and hoaxes. So they're teaching this in Finland. So, yeah, not duh. I take back the duh sound effect that I played. That's smart. It's not duh. Duh to the people that said that it's duh. How about that? Take that, duh. Let's take one last look at our forecast, sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Sunshine today, a high of 36, and a wind, southwest wind, gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. But, boy, the rest of the weekend warming up. 49 tomorrow, 54 on Sunday. Again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on Steve Shuttler Media. We always broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios. We have not talked at all today about Santa Steve's stocking. I want to do that. Need to get a plug-in for that before we get out of here. If you're out and about and doing some shopping, maybe getting some gas, or it's a variety of places. You can get registration boxes at 20 different locations here in Southeast Iowa. And what you're registering for is a chance to win a prize package valued at not $1,000, but $1,100, $1,100, 500 of that in cold, hard cash, my friends. And there are no, what do you want to say? There's no fine print. There's no small print. I'm not looking to get your email or get, you're not, there's no reason not to sign up for this. You want to put your name and your number on the registration slip so I can get a hold of you if you win. That's all I need. I'm not looking to send you some emails. I'm not looking to gather your information. Literally, if you want to win, this is just for the fun of it. So you need to get out to Julie's Homestyle Cafe in Oskaloosa. Shop Jen Miracle in Oskaloosa. Aesthetics by Lily. Style Me Crazy, New Sharon. Betsy's Boutique, Oski. Casey's in Sigourney. Stam Garden Center and Nursery. Sinclair Napa, Sigourney. Barn Wired, Brothers Market. Breast by Jude, Tassel Ridge Winery. Sigourney TV and Appliance. Colbert Feed. Copper Lantern. Eagle's Nest, Mahaska Drug, Oski Dental, Garden Gate, and Sigourney Mercantile. Those are your locations to register. You just go in, sign up, put your name, put your number on a registration slip, maybe win. $500 in cash. You're going to get a ton of gift cards. You're going to get a super nice electronic toothbrush from Oski Dental. There's nothing to lose. Literally. I'm gonna pick one winner. I'm gonna call that winner and let them know that they won. Otherwise, the names and numbers, I'm gonna get rid of everything afterwards. I'm not harvesting your information. I had somebody say that they were thinking that people weren't signing up because they were afraid I was going to do something with their information. That is not the case. I couldn't care. If you want to win, put your name in. If you don't want to win, that's totally fine. But it's your loss. It's your loss if you don't win. You got to play to win. All right, coming up video-wise here on Steve Shuttler Media this weekend, We'll have the Iowa Music Showcase coming up here shortly at 11:30. A little bit later on today, live at Barnwired. We'll have Successful Farming at 5:30. Sports section tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. in remembrance of course, coming up here in just like 11 minutes at 8 a.m. So stay tuned. We thank you for tuning in. Thank all of our sponsors, as always, for making things possible here on Steve Shuttler Media. Have a great weekend. I mean, as we went through earlier, tons of stuff to do this weekend to get you in the holiday mood, the Christmas spirit. So do that. Have some fun. Have a good weekend. Weather's going to be nice. So we'll see you back here Monday morning at 7 a.m.